Your teams, get your leaders on this call. I promise you guys, this is going to be a call that will go down in history in a couple seconds. All right, guys, we're going to get this call started here in the next 60 seconds. Make your live, your lead. Come on, guys, we're going to have a fun. This call will go down in history to provide value, wisdom, knowledge as possible. With Alex Morton, the VP of Sales for Markets Live. I'm fired up. I'm super excited, guys. So like I said, take the next 45 seconds, grab yourself a notepad and a pen because you will most likely forget 95% of the information covered on the call. Next 30 to 45 seconds, we're going to get rolling. Let's get it, guys. All right, guys. Welcome to the Global Visionaries Leadership Call with myself and Mr. Alex Morton. Guys, I'm super excited to be able to bring you this call tonight because this is the first official call that we've had with Alex. You know, for those of you who don't know Alex, I'll kind of introduce him before he jumps on here really quick. I know call right after this. But, guys, Alex is, one of the top industry. You know, this guy has literally gone out there and done the impossible. You know, at the age of 27 now, he's earned multiple millions in the industry. He's gone out there, he's been in the trenches, he's traveled all across the world. Name a country, name a place, he's probably in there. And this guy's built a team of over 20, 30,000 before in his previous company. So I'm just honored and blessed to be able to work alongside this guy. He's an industry legend. Anything that this guy talks about regarding network marketing, business, entrepreneurship, he's not just somebody who can sit here and drop nuggets on you, drop nuggets, drop knowledge, drop information. He's somebody who's actually been through it, somebody who's actually experienced it. He's gone through the downfalls, gone through the failures, and this guy is somebody who has what I want. So with that being said, guys, I want you to please pay close attention, take major notes, because tonight's call we're going to be dropping a lot of value. We're going to be very quick here. Alex has to go in the next 10, 15 minutes. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to step out of the way of greatness. This guy is not just a king. He's a kingmaker. This guy's built multiple six-figure earners before. So, guys, I'm telling you, take this knowledge, apply it into your business. With that being said, Mr. Alex Morton, are you there? Can you hear me? Thank you for jumping on the call with us, sir.
Yes. Can you hear me?
Absolutely.
Awesome. Well, hey, guys, I'm in a parking garage right now. Been on the move literally all day long. So hopefully this connection stays put. We're going to be out in the open here in a second. But, guys, I'm excited. Number one, I want to give it back to Austin. Austin, Mr. Austin Godsey, somebody that's done a lot of amazing things in this industry. He is your guys' fearless leader. And it just fires me up to work with people that work like me. I mean, this guy hasn't been home in time, and he has a lot of the same traits that you guys need to implement, embody in your lives if you want to have massive success, because success leaves clues. So with that being said, I hope you guys were on the call tonight with Christopher Terry, myself, and Brandon Boyd. A lot of great information. And I think the biggest thing I'll start off by saying is, number one, do you have your ticket for Dallas? Like, leaders got to get to Dallas, like 100%, and you got to get there. You got to get your friends there. You got to get your team there. You got to get your leaders there. We all know, your income next year is going to be in direct relation to how many people you get to the destination events. Dallas, Texas is really our company's first destination event. So get your ticket. If you don't have your ticket after this call is done, go get your ticket. As simple as that. It's like, if you're a leader and you want to make money in this thing and you want to hit chairman and you want to rock and roll and you want to do it big, you got to get to the big events, because at the big events, that's where you make decisions. It's tough to make a decision on a conference call. It's tough to make a decision on, at a small group meeting. It's tough to make a decision even at a big home event. The decisions are made, okay? The decisions are made at the big boy, the big girl events, and that event's going to be happening in Dallas, Texas, guys, January 14th. Number two, guys, it's time. Like, it's time. Austin launched. So when I say Austin, I mean the whole team, Global Visionaries. I got the fortunate chance to meet some of the Mexico team from Mexicali over the weekend in Tijuana. These guys drove out, and they're just super excited, super passionate about IML, super passionate, about the team and where they're going. New 600s, new 1000s, new platinum 2000s, people, young people excited about what it is they're doing. And that's really what this is about. This is a leadership call. This is not just an opportunity call. So I'm going to give you guys a couple of leadership, bullet points. And I know that Austin's got a phenomenal, content laid out for every single one of you. And I really want you guys to pay attention to this training he's going to give you, because I received this training 4 years ago. I've done it several times, and it's definitely one of the most content-rich, applicable things you could be doing. But I guess for, my couple minutes here, I would just say, guys, what are you doing every single day to move your business forward? Now let's break that thing down here, because our success is dictated on what we do every minute, It's really every second, every minute, every hour, every day. Days turn into weeks, weeks into months, and how you have a great 2017 is having a great January, great February, great March, all the way up, because we're going all the way up, right, in 2017. So I would say, guys, set some daily minimums for your business. So daily minimums, it's simple. How many new people are you committed? Are you committed to talking to? Okay. Every single day. That doesn't mean Monday, Tuesday, Friday. That doesn't mean, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. That doesn't mean just on Tuesday. That means every single day. What are you committed? How many new people, new touches, guys? I did a one-on-one today. Before the one-on-one today, okay, Claudia and I did a two-on-one with the prospect today. So, even the big leaders are doing the small meetings, guys. Small meetings, that's where you connect. That's where you get intimate with people. That's where you find out what it is they want and how you can help them get what they want. And remember, if you help enough people get what they want, you get everything that you want. It's common sense, but sometimes common sense, it's not so common. People are always looking for this, crazy quick way, or this magical pixie dust, or, how do I just blow up to Chairman 10, or how do I just blow up to Platinum 2000, guys? It's doing it consistently day after day. So again, daily minimums. How many new people you personally starting conversations with, starting relationships with, online and offline? Number two, how many times a day are you talking with your current team, seeing where you can help them, seeing where you can drive momentum in their business? People ask, well, Alex, what's the best way to help my team? The best way to help your team is placing new people in their organization and then giving them a phone call and saying, hey, Austin, hey, Lucas, hey, Ian, I just sponsored, James. James is on fire. He's killing it. And we're about to blow this thing up. Oh, by the way, he's underneath you. You need to go in and put in, 8 people to hit Platinum 600, and you're making $600 a month. So it's about you taking, responsibility for your business. Look, I don't need to wake up and call, Ian Weaver or Roy Taylor or Austin Godsey to motivate them to build their business. Look, Christopher Terry doesn't call Alex Morton every single day. Hey, Alex, what are we doing today to build the business? No, he knows I'm going to wake up. Today I woke up at 3:50 in the morning, a.m., did a call in Nigeria. I don't need someone to push me or motivate me. Until you get to that point where you don't need someone to be your cheerleader, to get off your butt, right, to go attack the day and make it happen and talk to new people and build in depth and create momentum, then it's going to be tough for you to be a leader. Because remember, what you do in private is rewarded in public. Again, what do you do when nobody's watching? Who are you when, you have the decision to read a book or, watch funny videos on YouTube? Who are you at 8 a.m. when you have a chance to get up or hit the snooze alarm clock several times and sleep in? Who are you when nobody is watching? I guarantee you guys, you may get lucky, you might get lucky for a little bit, but you're not going to stay on top just by luck. The reason why doing this, I've been in the game for 6 years and I've been relevant for 6 years, because I've been consistent for 6 years. This is not an overnight thing. Austin has been consistent for 3 years now, I'm assuming, right? And I don't know exactly his, but I know he's definitely approaching that $1 million mark, and he's going to get it done super quickly here at IML. So again, daily minimums. How many new people are you talking to online and offline? And how many times are you talking to your team, seeing where you can help them? And last but not least, guys, phase one recruiting, phase one enrolling. You're only going to make what you are. So you have to always be in phase one. You have to always be growing yourself day in and day out. Even the days you don't want to do anything, those are the days you put in the work. Even the days you feel like you're not doing anything, those are the days, guess what? You got to pick the phone, you got to get on the calls, you got to be taking notes, and you got to be moving yourself forward. The last thing I'm going to say before I pass it back to Austin, because I know his training's going to take a little bit of time here tonight, you guys, is look, this thing is going. I'm going to say that again. This thing is, it's already going. It's going. We're going to have new Chairman 10s this month. We're going to have new Platinum 5000s this month. We're going to hopefully have a new Chairman 25 this month. Austin's definitely going to smack Chairman. Guess when? This month. Okay? There's people on the call. I know there's some people in Dallas going to go Platinum 5000 this month. So it's like, it's going with or without you. Like, you have to understand, as good as you may think you are, as important as you may think you are, that's great. You are important. You're special. I love you guys. But you got to understand, if you don't get it right now, this thing's going to pass you on by, right? Like, there's people out there hustling their faces off all day. Okay, the reason why I can't stay on this call is because in 11 minutes, I have a lunch call with a guy in San Diego that I met with over the weekend. So it's like, you got to keep grinding. You got to keep going. And you have phenomenal leaders to look up to. You know, I don't know everybody's name. You know, I see Global. I don't know who Global is, but there's another gentleman, I'm assuming, on the call with Austin. It's going to say a couple words. You guys have phenomenal leaders, you know, to look up to and model after. Tony Robbins said this a couple years ago. I'll never forget. He said, modeling is the quickest way to success. Literally take somebody who has what you want and just do what it is they do. I'm not saying you got to go get on a plane, you know, every 48 hours like Austin is doing right now. I'm not saying you got to do that. There might be a point in time in your business where that makes sense to do that, okay? But it's putting in the work. It's being consistent, and it's driving the needle forward, moving the needle forward, okay? No matter what. So, guys, I'm excited. You know, I'm proud of all of you for getting on the call tonight. I don't see how many of you are on the line, but I know it's a lot of you. And just understand that you are good enough, and you got to believe first, and you got to go out there and talk to new people, be convicted, be confident, be excited. And I'm telling you, we're about to break all kinds of records in 2017. You should see the smile on my face 24/7 because I know what's happening. It's already happening. And you guys have some incredible leadership to look at after. So with that being said, I'm going to pass it back to the man, Mr. Austin Godsey. Make sure you guys take notes on what he's about to talk about. I'm telling you, it can and will change your life. And if whatever you guys need, let me know. Whatever markets you guys are in, when you guys are ready for me, I'll be coming out. I'll be booking my flights. We'll be killing this thing together. And together we're going to help you guys get to where you want to go in 2017. So you guys have a great evening. Austin, back to you, man.
Boom, 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 boom. Appreciate it. Thank you. One thing that I took away from this call is listen to literally going in and out of connection, you know, grinding. That's the real grind right there, guys. I think you can just take that away from Alex. But Alex, yeah, always a pleasure. I hope you guys took some value from that, took some notes. I'm here with the man, Fernando. He has notepad out upstairs. You ready to go? Get it? But Alex, once again, man, thank you very much. But guys, tonight I want to be very, very, very brief. You know, Alex had the option to come on the call, give you guys some info, and I hope that you injected that into your veins, into your mind, and you're ready to go out there and actually apply it. You know, the biggest thing I always talk about, number one, before we get on calls, is please take notes. You know, I know that you know, the human brain in information, if they're not actually taking notes and actually do so, you're 95% of the information on this call, if you say just don't take the notes. You know, Pablo Picasso once said, you know, good artists, they copy. Great artists, they steal. So steal the nuggets, steal the knowledge, steal the info on every single call we have. Not just this call because Austin and Alex are on it. Not just another call because Fernando and Mario tonight. But every single call, every single day, be taking notes. One thing Alex taught me is if there's somebody talking that's making more money than you, let me turn my camera on. There we go. Here we are. Out here, Mexico. So what's up, bro? But one thing that Alex taught me is, you know, if somebody's talking that makes more money than you, has seen more success than you, you know, take notes. I always have my notebook on me. I always have my notes on me. You have these things called cell phones. You know, be able to take notes anytime there's somebody in your, you know, sphere of influence that is doing what you want to do. What's up? But, yeah, guys, I'm fired up. You know, I'm going to get right into the training, guys. Tonight's training is something that I learned directly from Alex. Alex learned directly from a multiple seven-figure earner. And, guys, we're going to label this call the 7 Habits of 7-Figure Earners. So that's where you can start your notes. 7 Habits of 7-Figure Earners. And, you know, a lot of people want to come on here and talk about things that they've never done. I've never hit a 7-figure income, but I've made 6 figures a month. And unfortunately, it was short-lived, but I've been able to build a team of 15,000 people. I don't want to say that to impress you guys. Personally, I don't care because guess what? We had to start from the bottom all over again, guys. This entrepreneurship journey is not easy. I don't sit here and, lead my credibility, lead my success off of last season. I look at it as we made the playoffs and we got booted out the first round. We have not won a championship yet here for GV. I'm excited for 2017 because that will be the year that we create the six-figure earners. That'll be the year we hit seven-figure earners. And I'm more than excited, guys. But tonight's call, I want to go over these bullet points, and I'm not just going to sit here and regurgitate and puke on you some basic knowledge that I read out of a book, that I heard from another webinar. I'm going to be teaching you these 7 habits of seven-figure earners, exactly what got me to where I am, all the downfalls, all the failures, all the experiences, all the things that I learned through this journey, through these 7 habits. So number 1, guys, is going to be setting specific goals. And this is so freaking important, guys, because if you don't know where you're going to be in 90 days, if you don't know where you're going to be in 6 months, if you don't know where you're going to be at the end of 2017 going into 2018, it'll take you there. And start to turn your 6 months goals into your 6-year goals. My mentor always taught me, Austin, begin with the end in mind. And that's the biggest thing. So many people, they don't sit down and structure goals. As Brian Tracy once talks about, 95% of human beings, they don't write down goals. Never. 95% of people, if you walk into a room and you don't tell them to take notes, if you don't tell them to write down goals, they won't do it. You guys have to envision where you want to be. I remember when I first got involved in the business in network marketing, my favorite part of my day, because I would get to lay down in my bed, lie down, and just close my eyes and use my imagination. Start dreaming. Start visualizing. Guys, the human brain does not think in words. The human brain thinks in pictures. We don't get what we want out of life. We get what we picture out of life. How many people do you know that say, I want to hit a 6-figure income? I want to hit a 6-figure income. Last year, I want to hit a 6-figure income. I want to hit a 6-figure income. The year before, I want to hit a 6-figure income. I want to have financial freedom. I want to have time freedom. I want to be successful. Well, guess what? They got exactly what they wanted. They still want to be a 6-figure earner. They still want time freedom. They still want success. They still want time freedom, financial. They want all these things. They still want it. They got what they wanted. A picture. So what you guys need to do is to be able to use your imagination. All through school, guys, we're taught to limit our imagination. Our imagination is taken away from us. I read a book one time called What to Say When You Talk to Yourself. It's an amazing book. I forget the author. I think it's by Shad M. Hemstetter. He's a PhD in psychology. And in this book, he says, by the time you turn 18 years old, you've been told no or you can't do it 140,000 times. So our whole lives we've been told, I want to be an astronaut. Come on, Lucas. There's something more realistic. I want to play for the Los Angeles Lakers. Come on, Lucas. Let's be more realistic. I want to, be a multi-millionaire. Come on, Lucas. Let's be more realistic, right? Guys, you have to dream big in this business. Dream so big that people are laughing at you. Dream so big that your girlfriend tells you you're crazy. Dream so big that mom and dad tell you you got to go get a job, first of all. Guys, there's been so many times in the business where I've written down my goals. I've written down my dreams. I've game planned and mapped out everything. And people told me I was crazy. I was insane. That would never happen. I remember my girlfriend one time back, last year, she told me, Austin, you think you're really going to be able to make $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 a month? Are you crazy? Go get a job. So guys, what you want to do is write your 90-day game plan. Begin with the end in mind. If you want to be chairman 10 in 90 days, awesome. Reverse engineer that, right? So many people, they write goals that are so basic, so bland, but they don't actually execute and figure out, what do I have to do to get to my goals? Figure out what is your daily regimen, your daily grind. How will you get to that? As Alex talked about, Brian Tracy talks about, when you're grinding, you're actually in front of a customer. You're actually talking face to face. You're actually going out there and doing what needs to be done to build your business. Expect less out of others and more from yourself. So when it comes to your goals, you need to structure them in a sense to where you know exactly what you're going to be doing day by day, week by week, month by month. Okay, I want to have this rank. I want my team size to be this big. I want to be able to make, this many home events per month. You got to figure out exactly where you need to be and how you're going to do it. You can't just guess to where you're going to go. You're never going to get to where you want to go. Imagine going to a shooting range and, going to shoot at stuff and there's no target. Imagine jumping into a car, you're driving the whole way across the country and you have no GPS, you have no TomTom, you have no Siri. Imagine getting on an airplane and the hostess comes on board and says, yeah, we're just gonna, take off and hopefully we just get to where we want to go. Our GPS navigational system is broke right now. We're gonna take off and hope we get to where we want to go. Have a safe flight, guys. You'd be like, can I get off the plane? So, number one, set specific goals. My mentor told me, Austin, write SMART goals. SMART stands for sizable, measurable, attainable, realistic, timely goals. You want to 10x your goals, as Grant Cardone says. I want to make $10,000 a month. Well, write it down. You're going to make $100,000 a month, right? Because then, even if you fall halfway short of your goal, look where you are now. You're making $50,000 a month. But you also want to set, goals, as Jim Rohn says. When you wake up in the morning, have your to-do list, first of all. Every single day, you need to know what you want to do. But when it comes to your goals, don't just make the biggest goals in the universe because, to be real, you're not going to hit all of them, right? Set your goals high, but set some easy goals you're going to smash through. As Jim Rohn talks about, it feels good to check it off the list. I ate breakfast this morning. Check. I took a shower this morning. Check. I got dressed this morning. Check. You guys want to set goals to where you're going to hit some of them and you may miss some of them. But even if you miss those, if you're still going to land on the moon, right? So that is number one, set specific goals. Number two, strong teachability index. This is one of my favorite. Strong teachability index, the willingness to learn and the willingness to change. I read a quote the one time. It said, what did it say? It said, the illiterate of the 21st century will not be those who cannot read or write. It'll be those who cannot learn, unlearn, and then relearn again. So many of the things that we've learned in our life are lies, right? Go to school, get good grades. So you can go out there and get a good job. So you can plan, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Watch out for those get-rich-quick schemes. All people that make a lot of money are going to. Always heard these lies. We all always heard these preconceived notions of, what we think life is meant to be. But you have to start to learn that you need to unlearn to learn again. Strong teachability index comes from your willingness to change. If you're not willing to change and adapt, you're going to get left behind. The only thing constant in the universe is change. When I first came into the business, I thought that I knew everything about everything, when in reality, I knew nothing about anything. No, I can do the invite. I know how to talk to my friends. Or no, I know once I get them in the business, they're good. Or no, I don't need to read that book, man. It's working out for me. You guys have to be able to unlearn what you've learned and relearn again. That's why they always talk about it. The most coachable people in the business are usually the most successful. The people that are willing to give up their ego are the ones who make the most money. Because I used to have a really big ego and a small little bank account, right? You want to be able to come into a room and understand, I'm not the smartest person here. I can learn from anybody. As Jim Rohn once said, you can learn just as much from a broke person than you can from a rich person, because the broke person can show you what not to do. The rich person can show you what to do and what not to do. So have a strong teachability index. I remember times where, I had to learn the hard way. My mentor told me, Austin, you can learn from your mistakes or you can learn from others. Smart people learn from their mistakes. Geniuses learn from other people's mistakes. So be the person who's willing to change. Be the person who's willing to listen. My mentor also taught me one thing, Austin, you can tell how much somebody is listening by if they already know what they're going to say before you're even done speaking. And I used to always be that person. I would always, cut people off. I would always know what I was going to say next. I wouldn't listen, They talk about, be a good listener. Be more interested than interesting. Ty Lopez talks about whenever he goes around these billionaires, whenever he goes around these multimillionaires, he's not the one talk. He's asking questions. He's learning. He's keeping up an open mind. So many people, they come into the business with an open mind, but then they close their mind off and think they know what to do. You got to humble yourself and know that you don't know everything, right? So strong teachability index and willingness to learn. You got to want to change. You got to want to learn. You got to want to grow day by day. You got to want to adapt. You got to want to fill your mind with positivity. That's the biggest thing. So number 3, strong positive mental attitude. PMA, positive mental attitude. I remember when I first got into business, and I remember my first week in the business. I had two of my friends join, right? And one of them talked to his parents. And he came to me and he was like, oh my goodness, Austin, my parents saw my bank statement. I joined, this company. They looked it up and it's a pyramid scheme, bro. I can't believe you got me involved in a pyramid scheme. And I'm like, bro, it is not a pyramid scheme. It's a business. It's a legitimate network marketing company. No. It's a pyramid scheme. I can't believe you got me in. I need my money back. Called the company, got his refund. I went from two people in my business to one person in my business. And I was sitting there like, oh my goodness, half of my whole business just quit. Positive mental attitude. They say that like attracts like, and all energy seeks its equal. If you find yourself in a bad state of mind, if you find yourself depressed, down on yourself, you guys got to realize this business will not be easy. It'll be worth it. Your girlfriend breaks up with you. Awesome. Great. Fantastic. God put you in that perspective. God put you in that position to go meet somebody else who's better for you. You're on the highway. You're going to a home event. Your tire blows out. You pull over. Great. Awesome. Thank Jesus. Tire out because 2 exits ahead, you were going to get in a car accident. People quit your business. Awesome. Great. On to the next. Some will, some won't, some may. So what next? Everything happens for a reason, and I truly believe in that. You guys got to realize a strong positive mental attitude is what all of the most successful people in this business have developed. No matter what's going on, they're always positive 24/7. They know exactly where they're going to go. Will people quit your business? Yes. Will people say no? Yes. Will people give up on you? Yes. Will people make fun of you? Yes. Will there be haters? Yes. Will it be easy? Nope. Will it be worth it? Yes. And we all know that haters, negative people, down talkers, we all know that haters stand for having anger towards everyone reaching success. So don't worry about haters. We all got them. You're going to have them. You're going to, as Biggie says, more money, more problems. Keep a positive mental attitude. How you keep a positive mental attitude is by knowing exactly where you're going to be, setting specific goals, and knowing that no matter what happens, it's going to happen for you. This business doesn't just happen. This business happens just, which means it's fair. The more value that you grow upon yourself, the more that you'll see success in the business. So you can't catch yourself talking down your team, being negative. My mentor told me, Austin, if you're feeling down, go up. If you're feeling down, go up. What does that mean? Never be negative to your team. If you're having problems, you're having issues, never let your team see that because it's like poisoning your team. It's like putting a bad apple, a moldy apple, around the rest of the apples. Think about that, right? It's going to rot the rest of the apples. So do not have a negative mindset around your team. Positive attracts positive. All energy in the universe seeks its equal. So if you're positive, if you're excited, if you're enthusiastic, guess what? You're going to attract those kind of people in your business. But if you're negative, you're down, no one's running my business, people quit. Oh, but I just joined IML last week and I blew my account, man. I took a trade and I blew my account. Well, first of all, did you have the proper risk management? Number two, you got to understand everybody gets knocked down. As I think Muhammad Ali said, a champion isn't the person who gets, knocked down 7 times, the person who stands up 8. You got to have that strong, positive mental attitude, that strong, positive mental attitude. Napoleon Hill wrote the book, The 17 Laws of Success. The very last chapter of the book is every single law, but with PMA. PMA, 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 PMA. No matter what happens, have PMA. Number 4, my favorite, strong work ethic. To stay focused for long periods until. Well, Austin, I've been in the business for 35 days now and I don't see any success. I'm not making the kind of money I want to make and I'm not making the money for it. How long do I have to keep doing this for? Until. Well, Austin, I've been reading the books now for the past 2 months and bro, people don't believe in me and people are making fun of me. And, dude, how long do I kind of keep reading these books for? Well, bro, dude, I've been doing home events the past, 3 weeks, and I have not seen any success in my business, dude. Austin, how long do I got to keep doing these home events for? And, Thomas, until you're successful. Guys, when talent doesn't work hard, hard work beats talent. We've heard this a million freaking times. Will Smith talks about, if we're on a treadmill, 2 things are going to happen. You're going to get off first, or I'm going to die on that treadmill. As Alex talked about, you'll get praised in public for what you practice in private. Guys, there's been so many times where I've sacrificed everything for this business. And people always look at me like, dude, you got lucky. It's so amazing. Congratulations. Wow, awesome for you, right? Not at all. The harder you work, the luckier you get, right? You need to develop a strong work ethic. And here's the difference. Not just grinding, not just being busy, being productive. Strong work ethic. On my birthday this year, I was in 3 different states in 36 hours. I was in Denver, Colorado, Salt Lake City, Utah, and Dallas, Texas. All within 36 hours. The day of my birthday, I remember I was down in Dallas. They all bought me a champagne bottle. Oh, man, dude, kick back, just chill. We went outside for 30 seconds. I popped the bottle, took a sip, came back in, set it down, grabbed my bag, packed my things, went to the airport, flew to the next city for a home event. On the day of my birthday, meetings, home event, grinding. That night we came home, had a piece of a birthday cake that my friend made for me. And we jumped on, Chris Terry's London session, caught some pips, went to bed, woke up a couple hours later, went to Salt Lake City, Utah. This Father's Day, I wasn't with my child. I wasn't with my son. This Mother's Day, I wasn't with my mom. This Halloween, I wasn't with my child. I didn't get to go trick-or-treating with my own freaking son because I was grinding in the business. I was on tour. This past Thanksgiving, my mom almost lost her mind because I was on calls during Thanksgiving dinner. 4th of July was Roy Taylor's birthday. We sat inside on 4th of July. We watched the fireworks from our balcony for 5 minutes, came back in, got to work. It was his birthday on 4th of July. Didn't even go out. Last Christmas, I drove 22 hours from Ohio back to Houston. I rushed myself back from a home event. I drove the whole way from Ohio to Texas just to make it back on time to see my son for Christmas Day. And I barely made it on time. Success leaves clues. Is this business easy? No. Will it be worth it? Yes. You guys have to develop a strong work ethic. My mentor told me, Austin, don't let anybody else work harder than you. I said, bing, paradigm shift. And I understand, man, that's, dude, oh, man, well, you only have one life to live, do you really want to live that kind of lifestyle where you're sacrificing time, weight? What is money if you're not with your family? What is money if you're not with your loved ones? Well, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? We're in our 20s. Bill Gates said he never took a day off in his 20s. Never, not one day off, not one day off. I cannot remember the last time I took 1 day off of my business. Do what most people won't to live like most people won't. Do what most people won't to live like most people don't. So while we live a couple years of our life like most people would never do, they'll never sacrifice Taco Tuesday. They'll never sacrifice Sunday Night Football, the Warriors game, Monday Night Football, the Netflix. Oh, dude, Narcos came out with season 2. I don't give a damn about what does. Oh, Drake's new album came out. Okay, you're gonna make him more successful, him more rich. Wasted Wednesday, bro. Let's go all of our homies, bro. Thirsty Thursday, bro. All of our friends are going out to the bar. Let's go, bro. People won't sacrifice those little things, and that's why they live the mediocre, average life. They don't have the kind of car they want. They don't have the kind of house they want. They don't have the kind of lifestyle they want. They don't have the bank account they want. They don't have the kind of job they want. 82% of people hate their jobs and hate what they do for a living. 82%. 75% of people in America live paycheck to paycheck to paycheck to paycheck. So take it upon yourself to develop a hard-earned work ethic. Work harder than anybody else. Don't let somebody else work harder than you and take your dreams away from you. Because I guarantee you in 90 days, you're going to see people hitting chairman, and you're going to look back and go, damn, oh my goodness, what was I doing? Even Roy Roy texted me the other day. Roy is coming to my house for Christmas, the day after Christmas. And he texted me and he said, bro, let's not even go out for New Year's Eve. And I said, whoa, 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 whoa. No? Not go out? And I'm not saying that we won't go out for New Year's Eve. I'm not saying you can't ever have fun. Prioritize yourself, right? Prioritize yourself. As Jim Rohn talks about, reward yourself, right? You can reward yourself and, have fun once in a while. If your passion's basketball, whatever, you want to listen to it, whatever. You want to go do this once in a while. Reward yourself, but prioritize yourself. My favorite quote is live the 97% lifestyle 3% of the time. Percent lifestyle 97% of the time. Meaning, spend this much time doing what everybody else does. Maybe go to a party or go grab a drink or, watch Netflix, the new season, or listen to a rap album. But spend all of your time, most of your time, doing what most people would never do. The grind, the sacrifice, the hustle. Give up to go up. Observe the masses, do the opposite. Number 5. Number 5 is going to be strong people and leadership skills. This is very important because you will not recruit people that you want in the business. You will recruit who you are. As Eric Thomas talks about, you can't attract success by what you want. You attract success by who you become, right? So I remember when I first got involved in the business, I thought that I could continue having piercings in my face. I used to have a big lip piercing and my nose pierced. I had long, shaggy skateboard hair. I used to wear stupid, skater clothes, sagging my pants the whole way, talking like a crazy man. And I never sat down and read books. I never sat down and, grew myself as a person. I never changed who I looked like, the things that I did. You guys have to realize, if you're still the same person you were when you came in the business, you're not going to get to where you want to go at all. You can't steal to second base if your foot is still on first. Does that make sense? The way that you treat people in your business is going to be a direct correlation and reflect to your income. I always talk about my 5 favorite words in network marketing. How can I help you? How can I help you? Take the focus off yourself. Put it on other people. Yo, Fernando, how can I help you? How can I help you hit your rank? How can I help you, get better? How can I help you do this? Yo, Lucas, how can I help you? How can I help you? Yo, Ian, yo, Roy, how can I help you? Yo, Fernando, yo, how can I help you? 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 Put those words in your brain right now. How can I help you? Stop saying me, my, myself, I, and start saying we, us, let's, together. That's how you're going to see success in the business. By taking the focus off of you, putting on other people. Leadership skills. If you are not listening to John Maxwell, Brian Tracy, Jim Rohn, Anthony Robbins, you guys are missing out on a ton of value. There are 5 levels of leadership, right? You're an influential leader. You don't want to be a manager. Sits there and tells people what to do. The best example of leadership is example. People will never listen to what you say. They will watch what you do. Exemplify leadership. Exemplify hard work. Exemplify these things, and people will do them. Yourself. If my business duplicated what I did, what would my business look like? Leaders, they expect less out of others, more from themselves. Well, Fernando, why did nobody come to the event tonight, bro? Bring more people. You're not going to hit a 7-figure income. Not yet. Lucas, how many people were on the webinar tonight for the opportunity call, bro? Why don't you have any people on? Not yet. Not yet, of course. Yo, Roy, dude. Yo, why didn't you get that done for me, man? Dude, you should have been able to do that. Yo, go. Come on, man. Go do that, man. I need you to do that for me. Not today. Leaders lead from the front. They don't push from the back. Managers, they tell people what to do. Leaders, they show. Instead of telling Fernando to bring people to the home event, guess what? I will bring people to the home event. Before you go out there and you ask for people, how many people did you have in the webinar? How many people did you bring to the home event? How many people did you enroll? How many people did you enroll? How many people did you have on the webinar? How many people did you bring to the home event? Ask yourself these questions. Has your business stopped growing? Okay. How many books have you read lately? How many home events have you done lately? How many IML TV live sessions have you jumped on? How many webinars have you been on where you brought people? How many new people have you talked to today? Ask yourself that every single day. I'm going to keep this short because I know we have to call in 13 minutes. I'm going to try to finish up these last 2 steps. So number 6 is going to be strong personal development regimen. This one's big. As we speak, Brian Tracy talks about if you listen to audios for 20 minutes a day, if you read a book for 20 minutes a day, on average, you'll read 20 200-page books a year. Guys, you will attract in this business who you are. It makes me disgusted when people say, I'm going to go, oh, I see Mexico's blowing up, man. I'm going to go find myself a guy like Fernando. No, you're not. Because you cannot attract a 10 if you're not a 10. If you're a 2, if you're a 4, you can only attract a 5. If you are a 4 in the business, you can only attract a 5 or other 4s or other 3s. You can't go out there and attract people higher value than you. You need to raise your value in yourself to be able to attract people of higher value. And the biggest thing about personal development is it doesn't take much time. Every single night, Fernando, what sleep to? Do we fall asleep to every single night?
Audio books. Yeah.
Audio books every single night. Even Mike here gets mad. He's like, bro, turn that stuff down.
Turn it off, man. No, I'm just kidding.
But guys, we blast it every single morning. Even this morning, give me my 15 minutes of personal development. And we blared Jim Rohn for 15 minutes this morning. Every single night. Guys, the subconscious mind does not sleep. Fall asleep to audios. Your subconscious mind is 30,000 times more powerful than your conscious mind. So while you're sleeping, listen to audios. Of the night, you're sitting there, you're on your phone. Hopefully you don't like drop your phone in your face, but I do it all the time. Sit there, going through Instagram, going through Snapchat, going through Facebook newsfeed, you're texting your team. Listen to personal development. That is the best time. The end of the day, the beginning of the day. And instead of being in the shower, listening to Mariah Carey, listening to Jay-Z, listening to, Little Uzi, Jay-Z, or J. Cole's new album, listen to personal development. Turn it into a mobile university, a mobile classroom. Brian Tracy says the average American spends in their car a year is 2 college courses. Well, I don't know, man. I'm not that good at math because you've never tried math. You're good at this personal development because you've never done it. You hear a rap song. The first time you hear a hip hop song, you don't memorize all the lyrics, but you listen to it over and 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 over again until you memorize it. Yeah. What's on chapter 4? You're not going to be a 7-figure earner. Yo, how to win friends and influence people. You've listened to the audiobook? Yeah. Like, 6 months ago. The audiobook. You're not going to hit a 7-figure income. You have to embed this stuff in your brain, in your subconscious mind, habitually. It takes an average of, 15 to 21 times of doing something before it becomes habitual, before it becomes routine. Turn off the Drake, put on the Jim Rohn. Turn off, Little Uzi, put on John Maxwell. Turn off J. Cole, put on, Anthony Robbins. Turn off whatever you're listening to and start listening to PD. Sounds crazy. That's what it is. I remember my girlfriend used to always get so mad I would come to bed at night. I would put Jim Rohn on, and she would look at me and she would go, Austin, I'm not falling asleep to that old man's voice again. And I would say, honey, Yes, we are. And she would say, Austin, I'm going to get so mad at you if you don't turn it off right now. I would pick my laptop up and go sleep by myself on the couch. So many times. When I would shower, my girlfriend used to get so mad. Austin, I'm listening to Mariah Carey today in the shower. I'd be like, nope. We're listening to John Maxwell. And she'd be like, then you can go and you can wait when I'm done. I'd be like, okay. So many times. That's why I'm always walking around with these things. Headphones. They say surround yourself with the people that have what you want. All of my mentors have never been in person. University, Google, SoundCloud, YouTube for free. YouTube for free. YouTube for free. There's no excuse. You know, some people, you know, they're on YouTube. It's 3 o'clock in the morning, and somehow they end up cat videos or funny videos. I used to go on and type on personal development, Anthony Robbins, Jim Rohn, Brian Tracy, John Maxwell, Robert Kiyosaki, and I would randomly find myself on the craziest audios, the craziest videos. Become obsessed with personal freaking development. Create a strong personal development regimen. I cannot tell you the last time the personal development. And people wonder, oh man, you have all these nuggets, you have all these quotes. Well, Drake's new rap album, you have every single lyric memorized. I need a one dance. No, you need a one personal development book is what you need. Buy a book. Listen to audios. Download PDFs. There's no excuse. Excuses only sound best to those making them, guys. Okay, 7 more minutes before we have the Spanish call. Number 7, strong money blueprint. Strong money blueprint. Guys, you need to map out your goals. You need to map out your infrastructure, your to-do list, your daily method of operations, your DMOs. DMOs, daily method of operations. You need to have IPAs, income producing activities. Create yourself a business plan. A businessman doesn't just go about his business. He knows exactly where he'll be. Apple, Nike, Microsoft, BP Oil. They know about how many Jordans they'll sell, about how many iPhones they'll sell. They can project how many barrels of oil they'll sell the first quarter of 2017. Your business should be predictable. Is your business predictable? Mine is. I'm literally going to close out this month exactly where I wanted to be. Exactly at my goals. I'm already there. Up today, I'm exactly where I want to be because I created IPAs, to-do list, daily method of operations. Most people, they're so busy, they're grinding, they're hustling, but they're not actually productive. They're not actually getting work done. Because the only time you're grinding is when you're face-to-face with a customer or prospect who's willing, able, capable of buying. Work smarter, not harder. Well, Lucas, I did 10 one-on-ones today. That's good. But I spent, all day doing 10 one-on-ones. Lucas says, well, I jumped on the webinar, the op call. I did 1 home event, and I had 9 new people there. His 9 people is better than my 10 people that got in the business. He was working smarter. I spent 5 hours on 10 one-on-ones, 3 minutes, 1 webinar, 1 home event, had 9 people. Work smarter, not harder. Focus on more meetings means more momentum. More meetings means more money. Focus on the things that are going to make you money in the business. All bull crapping around, Facebook scrolling, on Snapchat. Catch yourself. Get in the routine where you snap out of it. When I start scrolling through Snapchat, when I start, doing these things, when I'm just bullshitting around, I will catch myself. It's a habit now to where I know, this is an IPA. Wake up every single morning with a to-do list. Every single morning, knowing exactly what you're doing. Your calendar should be your boss. Your calendar should be your boss. Your calendar tells you what to do. Pack your calendar out every IPAs, income producing activities, guys. I do have to go. We got to cut the call short. I wish I could have gone a little bit longer on these, bullet points for you guys, but I hope that you were able to take some of this. Number one, specific goals. Number 2, strong teachability index. Be willing to learn. Be willing to change from who you are now to who you want to be. You got to want to change. Not like, oh, man, I got to go to this home event. Or, oh, man, you know, I got to get on the leadership call tonight. Or, no, I got to go to the home event. I don't have anybody to come with me. It doesn't matter. Continue to grow. You got to want this so freaking bad. Number 3, strong positive mental attitude. Well, my girlfriend just broke up. My car broke down. My team quit. Awesome. Everything happens for a reason. You live and you learn. Strong positive mental attitude. We've all been through it. We've all had home events where nobody showed up. All had people quit. All had, you know, my heart's broke. We've all had that before, right? Number 4, strong work ethic. You know, bleed out of your eyeballs, bleed out of your ears. You know, grind so hard that, you know, people have to respect you. Hustle so hard. Know who you are. Hustle for your last name, not your first. Number 5, you know, strong people and leadership skills. You cannot recruit 10s in the business if you are a 4. You cannot go out there and get higher value people if you are not where you want to be and you are the leader that you need to become. Number 6, strong personal development regimen. Turn your car into a mobile classroom. YouTube. Take your playlists. Look at this. Before we get off, 2 more minutes. I'm going to be late for this next call, but look at this, guys. I want to show you. Documentation beats conversation. And hours of audiobooks. Guys, stuff your phone full of audiobooks. Take off some of the rap. Take off some of the hip hop. Nothing wrong with music, but make sure you have personal development in your regimen. Number 7, strong money blueprint, IPAs, DMOs. With that being said, guys, I love you all. We got to get ready for this next call, the Spanish leadership call with the boy. So let's get it, guys. I'm fired on. Let's go out and make 2017 the best year ever. Guys, it is the people that nobody imagined anything of that go out there, do the things that nobody can even imagine. So with that being said, guys, get off the call. Douse yourself in gasoline. Light yourself on fire. Get ready for 2017 because I promise you, you don't want to look back and regret. Regret is the worst thing ever. So I love you guys. With that being said, let's talk some more. I will see you soon. Hit us up. We're ready. Game time, baby. Let's go.